Welcome back to the Breslin Center. I'm Allie Cohen alongside Julia San Giacomo after Northwestern's 3-2 victory against Michigan State. Julia, how is this to prepare for today after such a fast turnaround in Ann Arbor yesterday?
I think we saw that yesterday didn't go the way we wanted to. We weren't able to finish at the end of sets, and we've talked a lot about finishing in that red zone after 20 points. And obviously it was close today again, but it was just about coming out with plays and making more earned points than errors at the end.
Mm-hmm. And then last week when you guys played Michigan State at home, that match also went into 5 sets. What did you guys take away from that match and apply to today?
They have some really scrappy defense and some big hitters. We're really working to stop the whole game. So obviously they're going to get their kills, but working on that block and defense behind them to try and keep those rallies alive.
And then congrats to you today. You got a double-double, 31 kills and 10 digs. What do you do to keep that mentality to keep putting up those high numbers?
It's just like Alexa's finding me on those balls, just trying to work in transition, all those digs. Like our defense is behind me, they're scrappy, they're like covering me when I get blocked. So just doing it for them because they're putting all the work for me to be able to swing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm Allie Cohen alongside Evie Duzma after Michigan State takes down Delaware State 3-0. Evie, how does it feel after just being home this weekend and playing in front of a nice home crowd for the first time this season?
It's been amazing. The community here is awesome. That's why we all came to Michigan State, is because everyone has such great school spirit, and just to see the crowd show up, even on Labor Day weekend of all weekends, to come support us is great.
How special was it to watch your coach get her 200th career win after a nice 2-game sweep yesterday?
It's been awesome. Being here from being a freshman last year when it's her first year at Michigan State, being on this ride with her, I think we're all just so proud of what she's accomplished and what she's changing here and the atmosphere she's brought, and I'm so excited to see where she keeps going and how we keep growing.
And then you guys, like you said, the atmosphere, you guys are playing some pretty good teams next week with Duke and UNC. How do you think this weekend has prepared you for that?
I think this weekend we really just focused on our side. We didn't get too swept up in who we were playing, what weekend was going to bring. We just focused on the next match ahead, and we used this weekend to just getting quality mental reps and reps together and getting our systems solidified.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
This is Allie Cohen. You've been watching Big Ten Volleyball on Big Ten Plus. Junior outfielder Nick Williams is making his impact early for the Spartans. The transfer from Robash Community College earned his first Big Ten Co-Player of the Week award on March 4th, just 2 weeks into the start of the season. One of his most impressive performances so far came on February 28th, where he had 3 home runs against Georgia, helping Michigan State secure its first SEC win since 2016 and giving Georgia their first loss of the season. Williams is also currently batting .328 on the season and had a home run in yesterday's victory against Evansville. Back to you guys in the booth. Today is the Breast Cancer Awareness Pink Out match sponsored by Sparrow Health Center. Fans could receive complimentary admissions by donating items such as fuzzy socks, drink tumblers, lotions, chapsticks, and more. These items will then be packaged into warrior kits for breast cancer patients and be given to the Shades of Pink Foundation for distribution. The Shades of Pink Foundation is a Michigan charity that's main goal is to help cancer patients and their families get some financial relief. Fans could also show their support by wearing pink and picking up an I Honor sign at the entrance and filling it out in honor of their friends and loved ones affected by breast cancer.
Allie.
Thanks for that, Marin and Brian. After Michigan State's victories against Belmont and Syracuse yesterday, head coach Leah Johnson reached 200 career wins. Johnson started her head coaching career at SIU Edwardsville, where she had 80 wins in 6 seasons. She then moved to Illinois State, where she had won 104 matches in 5 seasons. In her first season with the Spartans, Johnson won 13 matches, which was the most wins by a first-year Spartan head coach since 1974. Also in her first season, she set a new attendance record for average home attendance with a number of 3,208 fans per game, along with a single game attendance record for 7,326 fans at the Battle of the Breslin.
What's up, everybody? Zach Sedenik here at the Chrysler Center in Ann Arbor. Michigan State Spartans knocking off Michigan on this court for the first time since 2019 thanks to a late 10-0 burst. Wolverines held scoreless over the final 7 minutes. Spartans able to pick up the 73-63 win.
Yeah, the first half was really back and forth, even going to that second. But like you said, those final 7 minutes, Michigan State went on the 10-0 run, which really sent them over the edge. Michigan State was led by Tyson Walker with 19. He did a great job controlling the floor on both ends. As for the Wolverines, they were led by Terrace Reed with 15.
Yeah, Terrace Reed was really good. For Michigan State, just 2 scorers in double figures. Malik Hall, the other one with 18. He was in control in big moments. And then you look at things for Michigan. They really had their 5 starters that carried them. 61 of their 63 points scored by the 5 starters. Will Jeter had 2. That's it in terms of bench points for Michigan. But the turnovers really bit Michigan again. 21 of them for the Wolverines. 14 Michigan State steals.
Yeah, the defense, especially coming in that second half, really is what set Michigan State apart, helping them go on that run. The 21 turnovers, 5 of those coming in the final 3 minutes of that game, really just set Michigan State up for success.
Spartans able to get it done. Now they move on back at home against Iowa on Tuesday night. We'll be on the call for that one. You know where to tune in. As always, impact89fm.org/listen live.
Welcome back to Assembly Hall. I'm Allie Cohen alongside Joe Dez. Michigan State currently holds a 4-point lead against the number 14 ranked Indiana Hoosiers, 70-66. Michigan State 9 minutes and 12 seconds away from potentially getting their first ranked win of the season.
For Indiana, currently undefeated at home, 11-0 to begin the season. Spartans looking to change that. Spartans have been amazing at home, not too well on the road so far. Currently 12-1 when they play in their home court. When they go away, much different result is 5-4.
A very interesting stat, though, and all credit to Coach Robin Freilich, who's done such an incredible job with this Michigan State team so far this season. Michigan State's currently ranked 4th in the Big Ten and already has more Big Ten wins and season wins than they did a year ago.
They got close plenty of times last year, Allie. They just weren't able to finish. Now, Robin Freilich has come in as the closer, able to finish games in tough moments. See whether she can do that again today.
Moore McNeil, top of the key, being guarded by Hageman, drives to her left side and finds Mackenzie Holmes underneath the basket. Holmes, a long pass out to Garzon. Garzon tries to get past Jocelyn Tate and does it successfully. Goes up for a nice floater and gets the easy 2. Hageman taking her time, trying to stay composed as this Indiana fan base is starting to get loud, trying to defend their home court. Mo Joyner goes up for a 3-pointer and gets it. Michigan State back up by 5, 73-68.
Mo Joyner had only hit 1 of 3 so far before that. Now up to 2 of 4 at a big time for the Spartans.
Scalia passes it off to Garzon. Garzon hands it to the leader, Moore McNeil. Moore McNeil on her left wing finds Holmes inside underneath the basket. Ariel was behind her, some miscommunication right there. Holmes had a wide open lane to the basket.
Holmes now up to 22.
Michigan State with 11 3-points made so far tonight. Hopefully we'll see a few more if Michigan State wants to be successful. There's a call on the Hoosiers as Mo Joyner is heading to the line.
As Joyner heads to the line, been mentioning her name all night so far. Mackenzie Holmes, 12 points in the second half of action so far.
Correction, Joyner is not going to head to the line, but she was the one who was fouled. Hageman goes baseline for Michigan State, tries to go up with a reverse backhanded layup, but it's going to be no good, rebounded by Holmes. Moore McNeil weaves inside the arc, trying to create a lane. She hands it off. Holmes underneath the basket being guarded, and she's going to be fouled.
3 defenders on Holmes, still gets to the line. Abby Kimball, Mo Joyner, and Julia Ayrault making up the 3 defenders. Seemed there was some contact from either Ayrault or Joyner on the left forearm.
Joyner, her second foul. If you're Michigan State, you're just lucky that they didn't call that on Ayrault.
Mackenzie Holmes, 9 of 13, 4 of 6 from the line so far. Trying for 7 and 8.
Holmes gets to 23, which is her Big Ten average. Michigan State in the first half did a great job at keeping her below 10, but she's just shine for Indiana in this second half as she makes her second free throw. This crowd is getting loud as it's a 1-point game in Bloomington. Hageman drives to the basket, and she's going to be fouled. She does not make the basket, but she's going to be sent to the line for 2.
Gets to the line for 2, and not just that, she quiets the crowd. Crowd a major effect in this game. Been so loud for the Hoosiers.
The Hoosiers fan base is such an incredible one, especially in women's basketball. Second in the Big Ten, 6th in the nation. Dee Hageman's first free throw is going to be good, but they average almost 9,500 fans on a daily basis for all of their women's games.
Plenty of crowd members here tonight.
Hageman's second free throw, no good. And the ball is going to be Indiana possession. Almost looks as if it was tipped out of bounds, but it will remain with Indiana as Garzon inbounds it to Moore McNeil.
Head up play by Garzon. Made sure not to touch the ball as it rolled out.
Michigan State trying to trap them to not make the Hoosiers able to bring that over the line, but they do it with 1 second to spare as Moore McNeil is being guarded by Joyner. Has to pass off to Garzon. Holmes on the inside, and she loses it. That ball is going to be Michigan State.
A little bit of discussion. Tori Osmond ran in from the outer line, able to poke it out from the back, but she got final contact with it. It will go to the Hoosiers.
Moore McNeil trying to find an open teammate. She finds Scalia inside the paint. Scalia driving past Arold with no problems to tie this game.
Scalia, that was being only her 3rd and 4th points of the second half, tying it up.
Hageman trying to silence the crowd once again. She finds Arold underneath the basket, being guarded by Garzon and Moore McNeil. Arold with a spin move to get it in and take the lead once again for Michigan State.
Went 2 versus 1. Captain stepping up for her team.
Most important thing for Michigan State here is obviously to get those baskets, but they need to silence the crowd. The crowd is playing such an important part in this game as they have a Go IU chant right now. Scalia finds Holmes underneath the basket, being heavily guarded by Arold. Forced back to send us to Scalia as the Hoosiers take the lead with a Scalia 3.
Scalia.
19 points by Scalia so far. Michigan State needs to answer right here. Hageman driving inside, has to pull out, gives it to Osmond. Osmond now her turn to drive inside. She's going to be fouled and sent to the line.